Intel Arc B580 Battlemage GPU benchmarks leak faster than RTX 4060 and RX 7600 XT in Vulkan. The first unofficial benchmarks of Intel's next-gen Arc B580 Battlemage GPU have leaked, showcasing faster performance than the RTX 4060 and RX 7600 XT. Intel's Arc B580 Battlemage GPU leads in Vulkan benchmark against RTX 4060 and RX 7600 XT, clocks up to 2850 MHz by default. The launch of Intel's second-generation discrete GPU family codenamed Battlemage is just a few days from now, and it looks like we now have the first taste of the performance numbers that aren't from Intel themselves. The Blue team did showcase a wide range of benchmarks of the Intel Arc B580 GPU during its presentation last week, which covered lots of games and various aspects including rasterization and ray tracing figures, but we always advise our readers to wait for non-official benchmarks and tests to get a clear picture of upcoming products, and these Geekbench figures are the closest thing we have till the reviews drop in a few days. The Intel Arc B580 was benchmarked on a system running the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K CPU with 48GB of DDR5 8400 memory, and the graphics card is reported correctly with 22 cores running at a peak clock speed of 2850 MHz. Certain variants with plus 10 watts TBP will be able to offer even higher clock speeds, and Intel has already teased over 3 GHz clocks with overclocking support. In terms of performance, the Intel Arc B580 scored 103,445 points in the Vulkan API test and 98,343 points in the OpenCL API tests. For comparison, the AMD Radeon RX 7600 XT scores 87,270 points, while the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 scores 97,127 points on the same Vulkan API. This shows the B580 leading these existing mainstream GPUs by 19% and 7%, respectively. It's not a huge gain versus the RTX 4060, but given the $249 US price point, the B580 should end up being the better value. In OpenCL, the Arc B580 GPU offers performance on par with the competing solutions, and given that OpenCL is generally an older API with Intel focusing on modern APIs such as DX12 and Vulkan, a small performance difference is to be expected. With that said, there are still synthetic workloads, and we should wait for reviews to see how well the Battlemage lineup performs in games. Expect more info on the second-generation Intel Arc lineup in the coming days.